What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your girl AsToldByBanks, and I am here today with another military video. If this is your first time tuning in, be sure to thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social media at AsToldByBanks. There you go. So in this video, I will be discussing the topic of coming in open general, open electrical, open mechanical, open all of those. So essentially, when you sign an open contract to come into the Air Force, that means that you will have your job picked by the personnel center based on the Air Force needs. So how it works is you'll sign that open contract. You will go through MEPS process. You'll start basic training, and around the third week, I believe, you will go and, may not be third, maybe fourth or fifth week. I'm pretty sure it's like third or fourth week. You will go to the personnel center and they will give you a list of jobs that fit the open criteria that you qualify for. For instance, let's say you made 99 on the general portion of the ASVAB and you qualify for a good number of jobs. So your list may have mental health, security forces, med tech, contracting, a whole list of jobs. And what will happen is you will list your preferences from 1 to 10, I believe. Now, just because you list something as number 1 and there are open slots does not guarantee you to get it. So that preference list is just them to try their best to match you with the job that you want, but you could end up getting job number 5 or 6 that you put down on your list. Now, I have nothing against coming in open general, open mechanical, open electrical, and I think there's a fourth one that I just can't remember right now. And I just want everyone to remember that you need to be very flexible and open-minded when you're coming in with the open contract. So have your flexibility cap on, and just know that whatever job you're gonna get is gonna be in that group that you had interest in. So if you do not like electrical work, but there was one job that you wanted for sure, I would tell you to hold out until that job becomes available. Do not go in open electrical and hope that you only get the one job out of the many jobs in that group that you wanted. If that's your mindset, just hold out and wait for whatever job you really want. If you are flexible and open-minded, then come in open. Whatever group is a good move for you. It definitely does cut down some of the wait time versus you waiting for a specific job. A little bit about my story. I really wanted pharmacy or mental health. So I was waiting. I had hit the 5th or 6th month waiting period, and pharmacy and mental health had not come down on the list of jobs at all. So one day my recruiter called me and was like, yo, there is an open mechanical slot open because a girl accidentally gained too much weight so she can't leave. Would you like to go? Now, I looked at the mechanical list and I was like, I don't really know if I want to be working on the flight line forever. But my recruiter told me that since I had a bachelor's degree in psychology, there would be a chance that I may be offered another job, because once again, the Air Force places you where they need you. So I prayed about it and the Lord was like, go girl, I got you covered. So I get there the third week, and we are filling out our open list slots that we wanted, and literally none of the jobs on that list I wanted to do. I'm like, I literally got up and walked up to the front like, excuse me, I think a mistake has been made. Like, I don't really want to do any of these jobs. Like, is there anybody I can talk to? I have a bachelor's degree, like I have an associate's degree. I just, please. And he was like, no, go have a seat and fill out your list. So, when you're in basic, you can become very spiritual, you know, being away and being on your own and having time to think. So I'm like, all right, cool. Lord, you told me to come. You got me. So the next week you go for your job interviews per se. So you sit down and you meet with an individual that goes over your qualifications, tells you about the job, that asks you certain things because certain things will disqualify you from certain jobs. So I was sitting down with the man. He was like, oh, so you came to open mechanical? Yes, sir. Did you really want to do open mechanical? No, sir. I see you have a bachelor's degree. Yes, sir. Well, what made you come to open mechanical? I was like, honestly, I was just ready to leave and start a new journey, and I felt like that was the time and everything would work out in my favor. God will work it out in my favor. And y'all, he flipped over his sheet and said, well, I would like to offer you the job as a mental health technician because of your qualifications. I lost every ounce of military bearing that I had. Do you hear me? Oh, I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. He was like, lock it up. I'm like, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So, once again, anything can happen if you do have qualifications. The Air Force puts you where they need you. However, if you are set on a certain job, I would tell you just wait for that job to come down. But if you are open-minded and willing to be flexible, then open is definitely a route that you could take. So yeah, I hope this answers that question for everybody. I got the question a lot, so I just want to come on here and give you a little bit of insight on that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.